going on, everyone? burnttoastchronicles here. For the longest time, I've been talking about Gears of War 3 gameplay that I had and how it was different and unique. And this is finally it. I finally got around to making a video out of it. And you might at first be thinking, what's so different or special about this? And allow me to explain. This is the Raam's Shadow DLC add-on, which, yes, I know came out like mid-December or so, and I will, fully acknowledge that this probably would have been a little bit more interesting and a little bit more appropriate had I, gotten it out sooner and done something with it a little bit closer to the original release date of Raam's Shadow. But what it is basically is, everyone who's played Raam's Shadow knows player 1 plays as General Raam himself, and then there is the Theron Elite, and there are the two Mauler Elites, and no one can play as the Tremor, unfortunately, even though that would be amazing. But I thought, because when Raam's Shadow first came out, if you were to go on YouTube and look at, any sort of Gears of War gameplay, all you'd find were people uploading gameplay of playing as Raam, because, to everyone it was such a cool, unique thing, and, like, everyone wanted to show what playing as Raam was like. And I noticed no one was posting gameplay of what it was like to play as the Theron Elite or either of the Mauler Elites. So I sort of took it upon myself to say no one else is showing what this is like. So I got together with one of my friends who is playing as Raam right now, and I thought I would just kind of show what the Theron Elite was like. And it's nothing all that special, he can't send out krill swarms like Raam, and he can't cut people's heads off like Raam, but he is still unique in his own way. I think, hands down, the coolest thing about him is he has, it's a variation of the double barrel, and I'm not sure, I can't remember if the game actually gives it a different name, and if they do, what it might be, but basically, instead of it being the double barrel or sawed off, whatever you want to call it, but in addition it has two bayonets on it. So just like you can do the retro rush with the retro lancer, or the rush with Raam's sword, you can also do that with the double barrel. And you might have seen by now that a couple times I've rushed people, and it's real cool because he'll pick them up and he'll blast them with it. And then, you're armed with a torque bow like you see right here, and you also have a Gorgon pistol. And the other real cool addition that the Theron Elite gets are krill grenades. And I'm not sure if I have used them yet in this video, but it's a lot like an ink grenade, only there are also like, it creates the swarm of ink, just like the regular ink grenades, but then that ink attracts a bunch of krill that swarm into that ink and eat anything in there. So it's really cool, and I think, personally, I think that would be a really nice addition to multiplayer, because, I don't know, the ink grenades are just sort of a pointless weapon in multiplayer, Their whole blast radius is so incredibly small in multiplayer, and it's near impossible to get any kills with them unless you throw it at somebody who is already incredibly injured. And then at that point you might as well just be shooting them. So, but not to get off topic, I think, multiplayer is a separate video, and this is Raam's Shadow, but I do think that those grenades would be a very cool addition. And, oh, right here, I think the thing that I was waiting for, actually, was I was trying to down somebody for my friend here, so he could get the execution. And, yep, right here, you'll see, this is it. And cuts the head off. But, there's not a whole lot else to talk about for Raam's Shadow. I could sit here and give my 2 cents about it and review it, but I don't see a point in that. It's been out for over a month, so if you want a review, you know, those who needed or wanted a review, I'm sure have already seen somebody else's video or read a review somewhere. So I don't think there's a whole lot of point in a whole lot of point. Is that what I just said? Yeah, that's not English. I don't think there's much of a point in me reviewing this. So this was more just to show off the Theron Elite. And actually, something I just want to address that popped into my head. I was a little disappointed, to be honest, when I noticed that the last video I made, called "Explaining What's Been Up With My Channel Lately," did not get the amount of views that I was hoping for. I'm assuming the title just turned people off, but I was really hoping that more people would have watched that video, because I think it was really great at... It accomplished what I needed, and it explained what I needed, and, you know, the kind of a thought process that I go through in making a video. So, if you haven't yet seen that video, I would highly recommend you go watch that. You know, I think it's something that applies to many commentators, not just myself, and I think it's something that would just be good to watch. So if you haven't seen it, then please do. But getting back to Raam's Shadow, you'll see in a second. I'm not sure, I honestly can't remember if I do this here. It's been a while since I've actually gotten this gameplay. But right now I'm throwing these krill grenades at the silverbacks, and I'm trying not to blow them up, and you might see why in just a second here, as soon as my friend, you know, finishes fighting with this one. Oh yes, I do now remember what was going on here. You'll see I get in the silverback, and I just thought it was really interesting because, you know, the silverback, first of all, is usable as a locust, which you never really see that before. And I also think it's real cool because it turns red, so... I mean, it's basic stuff, but it looks pretty cool. You know, like I said, I haven't... It's been a while since I even played the game to get this gameplay, so I apologize if I sort of seem a little... if this seems kind of spur of the moment, you know, like I'm talking as it's happening type deal, but that's kind of what it is. The video is about to wrap up, but before it does, I just maybe leave a comment below or something and let me know if if you'd be interested in seeing gameplay from the Mauler Elite, because to my knowledge, no one else has also really made gameplays about that. So if the Mauler Elite is something that would interest you, or, you know, other Gears of War in general, you know, leave a comment below and let me know, and I would gladly make a video about it. So that's it for now. So if you like it, then please subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.